EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Lying in wait inside of State Farm Stadium, the Cardinals listening for the sound of their signature big red siren, which signals an air raid and brings them out to a sea of red here in Glendale. Tonight, a pair of NFC West rivals set to do battle. It's the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. Leading the 49ers head coach Kyle Shanahan. This guy's just about set to go in this one. Along the opposite sideline, the head coach of the Cardinals. These guys more than motivated for this contest. We're ready to take the field here at home.
Set to kick off.
Welcome in, everybody. Kate Scott alongside Brock Heward, and I know all of us are ready for this new season to begin. And the NFL on EA Sports is underway once again. So they're going to begin from the 36 as he's brought down. So here are the Cardinals now, headed out for their first drive. And they'll be led out by a #1 pick out of Oklahoma. One of the game's better runners, it's Kyler Murray.
And I really think this is one of those moments where every starting quarterback in the open, right, week one, all has a sense of gratitude, all has a smile on their face. You're one of 32 guys on the planet that get to start an NFL season, and you want to make the most of that chance.
And the connection not quite there yet on his opening throw of the game. All right, partner testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is
to win it. And this defense is firing to begin the season, huh? Great play to get him behind the line.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
And no look on his first look of the game, and that brings up 4th and long. So an 0-2 start to the game for him, Brock, and not surprisingly, his team headed to the sideline after a 3-and-out.
I think it's going to take a few more incompletions before they start to panic, but that's far from the type of start they had planned for in this one.
He's got it at the 24. And he's brought down before the return gets far. So here come the 49ers now to take over for the first time. And leading them out, it's one of the game's all-time leading passers. The top pick back in 2009. Still going strong. It's Matthew Stafford.
It's the dawn of a new season, Kate, with all the promise in the world ahead of he and his squad. And this is where all that off-season planning, the reps in camp, the sweat, the blood, the tears come into play. And you really don't want to stumble out the gate. You want to be the horse who jumps to the front right away and let everybody try to chase you down.
Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Stafford from the gun. Gets him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. Kittle makes the catch. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. All right. Now things starting to pick up a little bit after a slow start, Brock. Last things fans want to see is a couple of uninspiring drives to begin a game.
Yep, we get the first and generate just a little excitement that we could see maybe our first touchdown here, or at least avoid another quick punt.
On first down, they'll run. He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Buying some time right. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up. Shotgun snap to Stafford. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off Cody Simon. And the Cardinals will take over as he records his first interception of our season. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. They're going play action. It's Murray. Finding Reynolds. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's a Cardinals first down.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
1st and 10, Murray. Throw is there, Trey McBride. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
2nd and 2 at the 18-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. He's going to tuck it and run. Oh, Murray lost it. And Arizona takes it back for a touchdown. The Cardinals picked up the fumble and ran it home. Trey McBride, the touchdown. That right there was impressive, Brock. Even with the fumble, absolutely no panic on his part. Finding that football, keeping the play going, and taking it in for 6.
I am just hearing my old offensive coordinator, Tom Moore, say whoever plays the hardest longest wins. And that's what you got to do. You got to play harder, you got to play longer than your opponent, and when you get an opportunity, go seize it.
The Cardinals kicking team out, so they'll put a charge into this one. Returnable from the 2. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. San Francisco headed out for its 2nd possession of the game. And they got off on the wrong foot here with that opening drive interception that led to points the other way.
Yeah, and what this defense has shown is they are going to capitalize on your mistakes, and not just a little, but by a lot. So from here on out, you better play some mistake-free football because this defense is hunting for more.
1st and 10. Here's Stafford. Dialing up a receiver screen. This one up to about the 27-yard line. Buda Baker bringing that one to an end.
How's your block shedding out there, boys? Because they need to get through some blocks to hang that screen up quickly. And they were Johnny on the spot.
2nd and 6 now. Sideline throws complete to Pearsall. And he's going to be pushed down up near that 40-yard line. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
San Francisco.
McCaffrey running between the tackles. His progress is stopped, but a nice 5-yard gain before it was.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Connects with the open man downfield. Oh, and they get it back. The play's still live. Still fighting forward. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers picked up the fumble and ran it home. Amidst the mad scramble for the football, Bronc, they were the ones who were able to regain possession, and as a result, it winds up as a very unconventional touchdown.
And Kate, it's a good thing the panic and the The breathlessness felt by the viewers as the ball hit the deck was not felt by those players on the field.
And just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. All right, so we all know what we're looking for here, Brock. Where did an elbow, maybe a knee, something touch down? And as it does, is the ball loose at that point?
Yeah, throw in forearm, wrist, shin. There's no question the offensive guy's screaming something hit the ground, while the defense is hoping it didn't.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So the review saves them a turnover. He was, in fact, already down when the ball came free. They'll run here on first down. Wow, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
That's got to be so frustrating for the running. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 11. Finds him over the middle. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. 7th play of the drive. Offense facing 3rd and 3.
Monday. 250.
Back to throw. Here's Stafford. Complete beyond the marker. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
From the red zone now. And got his man. That's a San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers cut it to a low point on the scoreboard. George Kittle, the touchdown. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Eddie Pinheiro on now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the 49ers tie it up as he nails his first try of the season. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And this drive will start inside the 25. I've had the Cardinals now on offense. And they are really starting the season off with a banger of a contest here, Brock. A chance to measure up against a division rival, and this win could be an important one to have in hand in just a few months. On 1st and 10, it's Murray. This throw finds Marvin Harrison Jr. And he's going to get this one at the 36-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
On the play. And the Cardinals, first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They're going to run and draw here with Benson. And they were waiting for him on that draw, weren't they? They get him behind the line. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Sometimes the surprises work out for a nice game. And sometimes, well, those surprises, they don't surprise anybody, and you're left hoping your running back just gets up.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. They'll toss in here to Benson. This one isn't looking much better, Brock. He's handed another loss. That's 2 in a row. They've got 3rd down now coming up. Now after the play, looks like we have somebody banged up. What we hope is it's nothing major. Don't want to see a serious injury less than a quarter into the season. This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Murray. He's going to loft one deep to the left. That's grabbed inside the 30. And this will reach the red zone. He takes it down to 17. So we're down to 3 quarters remaining in our opening weekend of football. Both teams neck and neck so far. We'll return to State Farm Stadium in just a moment. About to begin the second here. The Cardinals definitely thinking points. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they're going to have first and goal as he gets this down to the floor.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
Going jumbo set on this first and goal. Benson. Trying to get to him behind the line, and he loses the football. And he mitigates the damage by falling on it, but still a loss on that play. Woo, let's give him a second there. Give him a sec. I'm going to imagine his heart's probably going, what, 150, 160 beats per minute right now, Brock, after nearly losing that fumble.
Yep, and it wasn't just a ball he dropped there. It was at least 3 points, too. But fortunately, that ball stays with him in the red zone. And now I'm really curious. It's one of those moments, Kate.
And in for the Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals take a second quarter lead. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Kicking team out to try the extra points. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Cardinals break that tie and now lead by 7.
49ers 7.
The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Fielded at the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The 49ers, then Matthew Stafford set to go back on offense. They've got a chance to tie this up here as they trail 14-7. 49ers to the line. First and 10.
Set. Waiting. Stop.
They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical as nobody wants a 3 and out.
On target to his back, here's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. They get an even 10 on that play. And it brings up a San Francisco first down. Off the play fake, it's Stafford. He lofts it deep left. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. No luck finding George Kittle with that one. So second down coming up.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Back to the air we go on second. Stafford. Short pass brought in. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. After that play, we see some concern from their guys on the field. And now we know why. One of their best players was hurt on the play and is getting worked on. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43.
Hey! Stop! Blue 60!
Give now to the running back. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
250!
From the 40 on second down. Connecting on the slant. And he's taken down right along the 30. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that's a 49er first down. Stafford from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Ricky Pearsall with the touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Extra point try now from Pinheiro. Right down the middle, it's good. And the 49ers tie things up at 14. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Starting from the 5. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And with each team coming off a touchdown and scoring well early on, making some a barn burner here, Brock, if they can keep this up.
Yeah, and as a quarterback, as an offense, it doesn't mean you over-try, but you just know, hey, man, our defense having a hard time slowing them down, and we've got to step on that accelerator.
Murray here on first down. Gets it to him on the screen. And they're going to force him out just before he can get to the 35. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll be first down, Arizona.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Here's Murray, first and 10. Left side into the hands of McBride. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Put the ball in your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield. Turn a good play into a great play.
Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Sometimes I just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
And I can promise you, you go back and look at the most efficient offenses in the NFL over the last couple decades, one thing will resonate. You've got to be able to attack the middle of the field. It's great to do it with receivers. It's awesome with tight ends.
This time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Pretty even match in this first half. And just kind of wait. Right, you just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that could go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. The right side, and McBride has it. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Operating from the gun. Here's Murray. Gets him on the in route. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. That brings us to the 2-minute warning at Glendale. The Cardinals hoping to take a lead going into the break. Quite the drive they're putting together here, partner. This is the 9th play event as they get set for 3rd and 6. Out of the gun. Here's Murray. Throws off the rip, but it's incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. And that makes it 4th down.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know got to execute, convert on these third downs.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And they've taken back the lead.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. That's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Brings in the kick at the 9. Making some progress here. All right, some good work on that run back, Brock. He gets this to the 33. The 49ers and Ricky Pearsall headed back out on offense. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. Ball at the 33 for first down. Now Stafford to throw. Now set up the screen to McCaffrey. Short gain in the end to about the 36-yard line. Wrapped up that time by Jordan Burch.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. And with a half a football left to play, we can see already how close he is to that 100-yard mark in this game. Got to think that he stands a good chance of reaching it with plenty of time left to go. Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. He is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it brings up a San Francisco first down. New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Red 80.
First down, and they go right back to it. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Could not evade him. That was Cody Simon.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Taken in on the right side by Pearsall. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. All right, I'll set up now. 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Dump off to his fullback. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. San Francisco calls it second timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. 2nd and 6 coming up here. On the play fake, here's Stafford. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That was intended for Deebo Samuel. And it's 3rd down now.
And 6 yards to go.
Now Stafford again. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it. Just a whole different mindset now, Kate, really for both sides. As they go into halftime, more than likely tied, just starting from scratch, whole new ball game.
are tying this game up. They're all set to send her away. Has this at the 6. He's brought down just inside the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
First and 10 now with all of 15 seconds left to utilize in this half. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down.
It's now second and 6.
Looking to throw. He puts a mirror under it, deep down the left. His final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. So much to talk about as we wrap up week 1. A busy week of football. Let's get right into it. Our trip around the NFL starts now. We begin at venerable Soldier Field. The Bears at home to take on the Lions in the NFC North. And this is Sam Laporta. He was a tough man to pin down all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown catches. Meanwhile, let's check in on the Dolphins. They're playing host to the Buffalo Bills. And it's James Cook. He'll take it all the way, 26 yards, it's a touchdown. The Bills come away with the victory on the road in the season opener. One more for you. Let's go to SoFi Stadium. It's the Rams taking on the New Orleans Saints. And here is the running back. All he needs is a crease, and he finds it. That's a 7-yard rushing touchdown. The Rams wind up winning this one in front of the home crowd to begin the new season. And time for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the National Football League. Meanwhile, in our game, we expected a tight one, and we got it, all even at the break. As we hand it back over to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here's a return from the 7. The coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The 49ers offense ready to get to work to begin this third quarter. And they could take control in the second half early, Brock, if they break the tie on this opening drive. They'll start the second half with McCaffrey. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down. After that drive starts, with a very minimal gain.
Here we go, second and 9. Completed left side to Samuel. Short pickup to their own 31. The play made by Will Johnson. Cardinals going nickel here, third down. Working from the gun, here's Stafford. On the move, headed right. Can't convert on third, that's to the ground and incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. The 49ers are lined up in punt formation. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. The Cardinals in possession of it once again. And in a tie game, we've been sensing a breakthrough coming, Brock. Might this be the drive where we finally see one side get the edge over the other?
Well, if it is, Kate, you know and I know it's about play-to-play execution, and more than likely, making sure they can convert in some of those situational downs.
And finally, they're able to stop this play from getting any more yards.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the first down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
And he's going to be marked down 5 yards short of that first.
good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
2nd and 6 now. Dump off, caught on his back. Caught behind the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up. Niners countering with a 5th defensive back on this 3rd down. From the gun, it's Murray. And he's completely right on the slant. And they get this down to the 28. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's a Cardinals 1st down.
Good for a Cardinals.
Blown back gets the handoff. And that's good for a gain of 5. Diamador Lenore there on the stop. After that play, we see some concern from their guys on the field. And now we know why. One of their best players was hurt on the play and is getting worked on. 1st down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. From the 23. Completed over the middle. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. It's a gain of 12 there. And it'll be 1st down, Arizona.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the...
Touchdown, Arizona! The Cardinals grab the lead on their 1st series of the half. The impact this guy has had on this game, Brock, has been massive. They'd be on the comeback trail right now if it wasn't for his 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, that second one far bigger than his first when you just look at the game circumstances. Puts him in front here in the 2nd half. Puts a little jet fuel in the engines of their defense.
That one splits the uprights. And the Cardinals break that tie and now lead by 7.
49ers 17.
The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. This return starts at the 5. Making some progress here. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled. Now up comes the San Francisco offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up.
Ready.
On the ground to begin the drive to McCaffrey. And this is going to take him up and across midfield there at the opposing 45. 12 yards on that play and a good call nets him the 1st.
1st down, San Francisco.
They stick with McCaffrey. Give him about 3 on that 1st down carry.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. He lays out over the middle to bring that one in. This is the type of performance a former quarterback, just like yourself, Brock, can marvel at. He's carried a great performance through much of this game, even as the defense adjusted, tried to slow him down, and none of it mattered.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because these moments the game does slow down. It is so fast on the field for the normal person, but when a QB's in a rhythm like this, the game is slow, and he is dicing it.
They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker.
20.
To throw, Stafford. This one's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back there. Going to send him back to the drawing board now for 2nd down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
2nd and 15. Finds him over the middle. And that will not be enough for a 1st down. This game has already been a good one for him, Brock. And hey, there's still time. He could add on even more.
And you just feel his aggressive mindset all game long. As long as there's time left, he's going to want to keep on firing and turn a good performance into a great one.
Throwing is Stafford on 3rd. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you had a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Piniero's kick is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field. That's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
Fielded at the 7. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Cardinals and Kyler Murray set to take over. They've certainly had no issue scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they can really use some more points on this drive. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Kyler throwing here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. After one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's a Cardinals 1st down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Into traffic, complete! And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Murray. Same guy, Wilson again. And they make the tackle at the 38. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll be 1st down, Arizona.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Another throw coming from Murray. Completed here to Johnston. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. They're now set for 1st and 10.
18 more yards. That's good.
Back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he manages to reach the 19 before he stopped. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
They give it to him again. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
A loss of 1. It's now 3rd and 9.
We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun. Here's Murray. Complete beyond the marker. He's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a 1st and goal.
You know, they call the money down for a reason because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
That's it. Can't push it across. They make the stand. It looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd.
Thankfully, not a big loss last play. They're at the 2, 2nd and goal. All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. The Cardinals have it with the lead. Just got to hang on for a little bit longer. Trying again from the 2. It's 2nd and goal. Here's Benson again. And this defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. Give him 2 yards on the run, and that leaves them just inches short for third down.
Okay, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is...
And he's in for the touchdown. The Cardinals now lead by 10. It's a Kyler Murray touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. All right, Brock, wondering your thought here, because to me it felt like they already had a play picked out to go for it on 4th down if that sneak hadn't worked. Do you agree?
Well, by they, if you mean the guys in the booth on the sideline, sure. But the 11 on the field, that effort just showed you they were not thinking about anything else but pushing it across the line.
That one right down the middle. And the Cardinals drive their lead to 11. The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. He fields it from the 8. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The San Francisco offense headed out to take over. And they just saw that lead stretch out to a 2-score margin now. Really makes this a must-score series late.
And Kate, you know I believe this. You can never play this game in a state of desperation, but a state of urgency got to be a sky high right now.
Brings in the lob pass. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset. 1 play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's going to have this one down to the 20. They strike for 23 yards. And that's a 49er first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And he will score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers now within 1 score in the 4th. Ricky Pearsall with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got a single high or 2 high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
Two-point try coming up. Stafford getting the offense set.
The 49ers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
He's throwing for it. And he's got it. That gets him 2 and puts them within a field goal here late. Critical 2-point play there, Brock. The conversion puts them now in range of tying this sucker up with a field goal.
So different for everybody in the building, right? A 3-point game, and especially different for the kicker. He wasn't needed there, but get yourself ready. Your defense does the job. You may need a game-tying field goal at some point soon.
Starting from the 5. This makes it up to the 25. The Arizona offense about set to get going here. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to 1 score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. Cardinals into formation. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Murray. It's McBride downfield, and he's got it. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. 1 play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Play action now. Murray. Throw left side, complete. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Here's 2nd and 7. Escapes the pocket. Pressure comes. He's taken down. The 49ers got him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Third and 11.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And they can't connect on the third down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got fourth down. No luck finding his receiver that time, and they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. And this is the punt you want every time. He bounces out of bounds and sticks it inside their own 10. The 49ers and Ricky Pearsall headed back out on offense. And he has kept his pace up in the second half. His quarterback more than happy to keep throwing it his way, considering what he's been able to do with his looks all game. First down throw here for Stafford. Now set the screen to McCaffrey. And they bring him down here at about the 13-yard line.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Tries to line that one up, and it's intercepted. Picked off Cody Simon. So it's been a bit of a mixed bag for him, partner. He does have the 3 touchdowns in this game, but also now a couple of interceptions.
You almost feel like, Kate, he's seeing most of the picture on how to attack this defense, but just not quite all of it yet. It's largely been good, as he said. Some nice touchdowns as well. But there's still a couple of these looks in coverage that are giving him problems, and he's got to figure that picture out.
The Cardinals' offense making its way out. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't get it to Marvin Harrison Jr. there. So it'll be second down.
Second and 10.
Now Kyler. Here's a screen to Benson. Deeks out a one-stop. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into first and goal.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
And that was an incredible effort just to make it back to the line. With the wrong direction the last play, need to get forward 3 yards here on second and goal. He doesn't slide down and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground. Whistles after that play for an unfortunate sight. A player hurt in the first game of the season. Training staff out to work on him. Back to throw it. Drop pressure comes. He's taken down. The 49ers got him. Defensive down away from completing this stand. It's fourth and goal. It's one of the biggest moments of the game for Joshua Cardi. It's just 21 yards down the pipe. Kicked well, and this is good! And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a one-score ball game.
So after that make, a field goal won't cost them the lead, but a touchdown still ties it, or likely probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
And he's brought down just inside the 25. The 49ers and Ricky Pearsall headed back out on offense. And this group feeling a little urgency to make the most of this one, Brock, after they threw that interception the last time out.
Yeah, we know there's no more predictive stat in the NFL than giving the ball away. I don't think you walk that fine line as a quarterback. You can't play timid and scared to make a mistake, but you know you can't put the ball again in the other team's hands.
It's a solid 70-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have second and 3. Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. Into the hands of Kittle. He's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down. handoff to McCaffrey. He gets him inside the 40, and that's a gain of about 9 yards on the play. Less than a ruler needed here on second down. Going run again with McCaffrey. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. That one gains 7. And it brings up a San Francisco first down.
A gain of 7. And the 49er first down.
Hey, what happened? Lady! What happened?
He'll look to throw it. Forced out to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. A minute 20 left to go. This is 2nd and 10. Here he is to throw. He's got it near the 8. He has the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers find a way to tie it late. George Kittle, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. So it was touchdown or bust here on this drive, Brock. A field goal wouldn't have done it, but they get the score they needed, and now a critical extra point forthcoming.
And now what I love, the pressure shifts to the other sideline. They do have some time left on the clock, and remember, all they're going to need is a field goal to go out and steal this one in the end.
Kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Arizona offense ready to get things going again. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. Setting up to pass. Him on the quick hitter. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Back to throw. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
Looking to throw it. And will he? No, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game.
A loss of 7.
Timeout taken by the defense. Their 2nd. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
First call here coming from the shotgun. From the gun, McCaffrey. He's inside the 10. And that should just about do it, folks. They take it in for the touchdown, and that should lock up this win.
Kate, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they could take it to the house.
Extra point try now from Pinheiro. The point after splits the uprights. And the 49ers grow their lead to 8.
42. Cardinals 34.
Fielded at the 7. Jukes one defender. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Out head the Cardinals now on offense. They have a chance to tie this game back up, but they got to get this to the end zone first on a touchdown, and then again on a 2-point try. Throw right side, hauled in by Harrison. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. The Cardinals decided to use the first of their 3 timeouts. One on first down. Here's Murray. Looking for a target. Throwing deep for the end zone. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown, and you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
Finds his back complete. And this one doesn't go far. Arizona goes ahead and calls its second timeout. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Throwing now. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Kate, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
Whoa.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. He's got McBride complete. They're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. And with 4 seconds remaining, they're going to take a timeout.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
And with 4 seconds remaining, they're going to take a timeout. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Here he goes, one final shot. Trying to push it deep downfield. Deflected. Oh, they couldn't bring it off the tip drill, though. They had the chance they wanted, Brock, but no, that's how this one's going to end. So it's a win for the visiting 49ers. And this isn't just any 1-0 start for them. They pick up what could end up being a key division victory to have later in this season. So that's it for us here. Brock Huard, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the 49ers as we say so long from Glendale.
The new season starts now. I'm Scott Hansen, and you are tuned in to the brand new EA Sports Weekly Recap for Week 1. Lots to get to. We'll begin in Glendale, Arizona. The Cardinals at home to take on the 49ers. And oh, it's George Kittle. One of his 2 touchdown catches in the game coming right here. The Niners come away with an 8-point victory. Next up, we go to Charlotte. We'll look in on the Panthers as they play host to the LA Chargers. And this is the Panthers wideout. He was wreaking havoc on the secondary all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown grabs on the afternoon. The Panthers find a way. They win it by a point. One more to bring you up. Let's go to Arlington. The Cowboys hosting the Minnesota Vikings. And this is Brock Purdy. He's got nobody open, so he'll just hot-foot it himself. 7 yards for the touchdown. The Cowboys move to 1-0. They get the victory in the season opener. So that'll put a bow on this one. For all the hardworking men and women here in Orlando, Scott Hansen saying goodnight. We'll see you next week right here on EA Sports.
Opened in 2001, it lies on the same site and retains the name of the city's beloved former stadium. We're here at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Today, a fun matchup in store between the San Francisco 49ers and the Denver Broncos. On one sideline, there's head coach Kyle Shanahan. Spent some of his high school years in the city here, while his father Mike was leading the Broncos to those pair of Super Bowl titles. His side staying on the road to begin the year. They got that win last week, hoping to do the same now. Along the opposite sideline, the head coach of the Broncos. His side not as fortunate in their opener, hoping the home crowd can will them to the victory here in Week 2. Kate Scott and Brock Hewer on the call with you today. Ball teed up and ready. And here we go at Mile High. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. So here come the 49ers for their opening drive. And leading them out, it's one of the game's all-time leading passers. The top pick back in 2009. Still going strong. It's Matthew Stafford.
Stafford just continues to fight off injuries, and he continues to battle father time. And it is remarkable. There's a lot of quarterbacks as we see him age. We see the arm fall apart. We see the wear and the tear and the velocity disappear. We're just not seeing that with Stafford. You can question how long the journey may continue, but you cannot question how productive he is when he's on that field.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Now movement as somebody goes early. And for the first time today, we're going to hear from our officials. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. So the false start backs him up 5. Here comes 2nd and long. They take the handoff now, Stafford. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. And partner, I think we just got to look at what's going to be one of their biggest challenges in this one, operating quick enough to neutralize that pass rush.
That's right, and I know it's very, very early, obviously the opening drive, but hits like that compound. That's why defenses stress it each and every week to get after the quarterback, because hits like that can have an effect throughout.
Calls for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 34-yard line. So the Broncos offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by the former first-rounder out of both Oregon and Auburn. It's Bo Nix.
That's a loss last week, Kate, that he wears. He's worn it all week long, and I know he isn't the only guy out there. There's 11 on the side on every play. A couple of interceptions. He's going to hold himself accountable. A lot of work's gone into making sure this week's game is an improvement on that.
They run it. Here's R.J. Harvey. And he's brought down as the drive starts out with a 4-yard gain. We'll look at his numbers on the Browns from last week here. So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. First carry here for the rookie out of Penn State. He won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they're going to be facing third down to begin this ballgame. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now.
3rd down and 6.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. That's caught for the first. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Shotgun snap to Nix. As a man, that's Cortland Sutton. All the way, touchdown Denver! The Broncos don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. Well, Brock, we normally talk about complimentary football at some points every week. So how about the way they've begun this one, huh? Force the punts and then catch it in for 6 on their opening drive.
We do it every game.
It feels like it. Almost every game. Yeah.
You're right. Because that's what the NFL is about. We all know the margins are so small in this league. And the team that typically plays the complimentary ball is typically the team that wins.
That one splits the uprights. And the Broncos will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. His return starts at the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Second drive coming up for this 49ers offensive unit. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening first down as they take the field a second time. Throwing now on first down, Stafford. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
That's complete inside the 35-yard line. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset. You start with a string of incompletions, Brock. You've told me this before. Getting that first one to connect feels really good.
Yeah, it just kind of settles you down and everybody else around you. Not too different than seeing the ball go through the net or make a nice birdie putt. Yeah, you just want to gain some confidence.
Ready.
On first down, they'll run. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's a 49er first down.
Ready.
McCaffrey running between the tackles. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in the locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up. Stafford from the gun. Taken in on the right side by Pearsall. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. Defenses are fine with surrendering that completion if it means making the stop short like they did and bringing up fourth down.
Yeah, I like when these defensive coordinators say they want to populate the ball. And that was a perfect example of it. Don't let the playmaker get started. Anytime you start sniffing that red zone and you don't score 6, you only come away with 3 points. Not what you were looking for on the call sheet.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Here's a return from the 7. Duke the defender. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. The Denver offense taking the field for their second drive. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Up to the races, middle of the field. Into the red zone. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos get 6 more on their early advantage. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found his seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
And they'll try these extra points. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So they got him for roughing the kicker. They're going to put that penalty yardage on the spot of the ensuing kickoff. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the 49ers getting set to go on offense. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. First down throw here for Stafford. Gets everything he has under this throw. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
You know, I say this all the time. We get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got him the football.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I love that. No, I love that defensively right there. It's about the only thing you could do to the tight ends at this level. You have got to disrupt them. You have got to match their physicality with even more physicality.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
Staring down, back down in distance. It was going to take some type of big play offensively to extend the drive. But all that sack did was create a bigger play for the defense.
They're out now, ready to punt it. The Broncos have Marvin Mims deep to return. Fair catch signaled for and made at the 32-yard line. Denver set to take the field on offense. And we'll see if the perfect start can continue as they try for their 3rd touchdown in 3 drives. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. And he'll take what he can get here, Brock, sliding down with a gain of 3. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
2nd and 7 at the 36-yard line.
Giving this to Harvey. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage. And the 49ers in a dive set now, 3rd down coming.
3rd and 8.
Mix from the gun. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a 1st down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The 49ers back on offense and set to take over. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner. So hopefully this one has some better legs to it.
Lady!
They'll run here on 1st down. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3. So chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down. Stafford now against the blitz. This is hauled in by Samuel. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
On 1st down, here's Stafford. And the 1st down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete. George Kittle, the intended receiver. And that brings up 2nd down.
Listen, this guy's reputation certainly precedes him in any game he's on the field, but it doesn't always keep QBs away from challenging him, especially early. If you know what will deter quarterbacks? Results. And those are the results he's looking for.
And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
San Francisco.
Stafford now off the play fake. And down he goes. The Broncos got there. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's 2nd down.
Knowing how a wonderful EA Sports team and director does his job, we're going to see a replay real quick here, Kate, and I want to see that moment of truth, that panic in the QB's eyes. You run that bootleg, you're out there alone, you got to make something happen, or you can take a risk like that, a huge sack for this defense.
Down to the 10. And they're going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers make it a 1-score game. Ricky Pearsall with the touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find payback.
That one right down the middle. And the 49ers cut the lead down to 4. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Starting from the 5. Escapes a defender. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. They'll start this series with an option left. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive. And we will not get another play. That's going to do it for the 1st quarter. 14-10 our score. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They have it on 2nd and short. From the 29. He finds his running back, R.J. Harvey. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 11. And that'll be good for a Denver 1st.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Shotgun handoff to Harvey. He breaks the tackle. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. Finds him over the middle. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Ball at the 33 for first down. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Up-headed right, it's Harvey. Pushes him off with ease. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
A give now from the gun. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Throwing here, Nix. And he'll score. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos now lead by 10. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
That one splits the uprights. And the Broncos drive their lead to 11. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Returning it from the 4. Making some progress here. Nice effort here, and they're going to tackle him just shy of the 35. The 49ers and Ricky Pearsall headed back out on offense. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch your breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Well, Brock, even if they decide to start spreading love as the game goes on, I think they've found out who one of their primary targets is going to be.
And by starting so strong, Kate, you know what's going to happen. He's going to benefit all of his fellow receivers. This defense is going to have to dictate coverage to take him away. It's going to open up the rest of his crew.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out. 3rd and short.
Ball start. Offense.
All twitched up, they were ready to get it on 3rd and inches, but now a much different situation awaiting them after that false start. Stafford now on 3rd down. Pass him on the quick hitter. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. That one ends up a gain of 6. And it brings up a San Francisco first down. Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. And this goes across midfield and into Broncos territory. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
250.
Here's the handoff. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 10. And the 49ers first down.
180.
On the play fake, here's Stafford. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10.
San Francisco.
Give now to the running back. Home to the right. And he's finally taken down at the 30. That's a pickup pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
McCaffrey gets in. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers make it a one-score game in the first half. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. Extra point try now from Pinheiro. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the 49ers cut the lead down to 4. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Return starts at the 9. Takes out a one-stop. He's brought down to end that run back, and we have reached our 2-minute warning. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here at Mile High. And it's the Broncos beginning their drive here. Starting out with an empty backfield, Brock. Here they come. 1st and 10. Nick's looking to throw. Avoid some trouble there. And his slide puts a bow on this play after a gain of about 6.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide to practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense here another chance to take a shot on it.
6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
First down.
Here's Nix. This time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And 20 at the 29-yard line.
Trying again, following the sack. Looking slant route complete. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. Got to figure out this 3rd down here.
Oh, my son!
Off the play fake, here's Nix. He lofts one deep, center of the field. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down. Jeremy Crawshaw on to punt. And he'll try to have his 2nd punt top his 1st one. Starts his return from the 23. He lost the football. And they steal it back on the return. And this return will reach the end zone. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos grow their lead just before halftime. Step 1 is just making the hit, Brock. Step 2, trying to knock the football out with that hit, and they were even fortunate enough to get to step 3, weren't they? Taking that fumble all the way back for a touchdown.
And just look at him. I love the joy. A unit that doesn't get to celebrate in the end zone all too often, they will welcome the chance to be the guys running it in for a change. Cue up the group celebration, and boys, go enjoy the moment.
That one right down the middle. And the Broncos drive their lead to 11. Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored. And with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Finds some space. He's past the 30. They're going to track him down, but a nice effort in the end there, Brock. He's up to the 38. The 49ers back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And with all their timeouts remaining, Brock, they may be able to put a little something together here before halftime. 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. Completed over the middle. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. 2nd and 3 now. Shotgun snap to Stafford. Short pass brought in. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. San Francisco calls it 2nd timeout. Ball on the 1st and 10. Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. Into the hands of Samuel. Complete. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a 49er first down. Now with the clock just about to strike 0, we get a timeout. 1 second to go in our half. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. From the right hash, a 49-yard look. Looking good, but just a little too far left. He missed it. But I do see a flag out there. Let's see what the call is. Well, as we all know, halves can't end on a defensive penalty. So now we get an untimed down. So close to the end zone, but with time winding down, they're going to try for the field goal. It's a 34-yarder from that right hash. So we have a one-score game here at the break. Now it's time for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott Hansen, take it away.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Week 1 was full of surprises, full of intrigue, and a lot of firsts for the young players. What will Week 2 bring? Let's dive in. Our trip around the league starts now in the Motor City. The Lions at home to take on Carolina. And this is the Panthers wideout. He was absolutely electric. This, one of 3 touchdown grabs for him in the game. From there, why don't we go out to the space city of Houston, looking in on the Texans as they host the Jacksonville Jaguars. And it's Travis Etienne. He's going to get in from 6 yards out. Lastly, let's go to Atlanta. It's the Falcons hosting the Arizona Cardinals. And it's the lefty, Michael Penix, 12 yards on the touchdown. The Falcons even up their record at 1-1 as they get the win here. We'll give you a look now at the remainder of the games in progress in the early window and what's still to come here in Week 2 of the National Football League regular season. Meanwhile, in our game, both teams have been able to move the ball effectively. It might be a question of which defense can make a stand in the second half. As we get you back out to Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Television so far, and no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. Jukes one defender. He's brought down to what looks like the 24-yard line. Coach Kyle Shanahan ushering his 49ers offense back to the field. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
First play of the drive. Here's Harvey. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
27-yard line.
Play action with Nix. He puts some air under this one, deep right. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2, it could have gone the other way.
Struggles bleeding over from that last play. He's forced to get rid of this one.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. That's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
Here comes the Broncos punting unit. Jeremy Crawshaw, the one who's going to send this away. Takes it in at the 26. Before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The 49ers and this running back headed back out for a new series. And they settled for a field goal on their last series, so points are a positive, but they'll look to upgrade to a touchdown here. They've got first down from the 31. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Former first-rounder Devin Bush making the play.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Pat Surtain has it. And he's into the end zone with a kick six and a Denver touchdown. Went to the oh-well one too many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
Yeah, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra attention. They knew it was probably going his way in the near future, and they had somebody there waiting for it that time.
Now they'll try to knock the extra point through. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Broncos lead by 15 now. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Return coming from the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchdown. Gets at the 25-yard line. The 49ers and Ricky Pearsall headed back out on offense. And he's been reading the coverage, dare I say, Brock, even better than his quarterback has all game. I mean, he just continues to find openings and make plays in this second half. After the pick, Stafford back to the air. Into the hands of Kittle. And he's out of bounds, but what a great play there, Brock. He's got him into field goal range. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. So as we all recover from that last play, it's 1st and 10 near the red zone. Here's Stafford. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Oh, what a hit! Jars the ball loose! Oh, the Broncos get to this one. Not a ton after the recovery, so they're going to take possession deep in their own territory.
This is exactly what you want out of your defense. If they're not going to secure the ball on offense, they're going to give you a shot at it. Go punch that ball loose and get a body on it for the recovery.
Denver ready for another offensive possession. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. Knicks now on 1st and 10. Rolling left, buying some time. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down. Another try following the sack. This is Ingram working the left side. And they're able to drag him down as he reaches the 15-yard line. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Knicks from the gun. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And 4th and 4 coming up. He takes this in on his side of midfield. And he's brought down before the return gets far. So here come the 49ers on offense. And the last 2 drives have been teaching tape for that defense, Brock, and probably have earned this offense a lecture in the near future as well. Just haven't been able to take care of that football.
Yeah, I just kind of want to focus on those guys, everything they're doing on that side, because the humble pie this offense is eating, it's been a tough watch.
Chased out to his right. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out.
Well, the QB made something happen. He got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Hits him on the in route. And he's brought down after a short gain.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
He sends this one to the end zone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Thought he had a touchdown there. And 4th and 4 coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Set. Double right. Lady.
4th down, here's Stafford. He's trying to go deep again. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Gave away a couple on the first down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12.
At the 39-yard line.
Nick snap, a throw. And they set up the screen here. It's Harvey. To the defender. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. On the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Gets it downfield, on target to Sutton. And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Give up the middle to Harvey. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
2nd down, gave to Harvey. Well, he might be close to this league growing again. That play gives him a 1st and goal. Following the play, we see trainers headed out towards an injured player, and it's Evan Ingram, the one in question. He's in some distress. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. His charge towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
SOS. You hear me talk about it between the 20s a lot. Stay on schedule. But it comes into play 1st and goal situations too. Because a run like that now, well, leaves that whole playbook wide open for you.
He doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Throwing here, Nix. Pressure comes. He's taken down. The 49ers got him. And the defense are down away from completing this stand. It's 4th and goal. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. Hold on, though. There's a flag down here. Although, if this is on the defense, Brock, they're probably just going to decline it and keep that make. A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going.
Automatic first.
So now then, after the penalty, this is 1st and goal. Running it after the penalty. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Listen, everybody in the huddle on the sidelines sure want a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot, and can't wait to see what they do here on 2nd and goal.
Good for Harvey. And this is headed the wrong way. He's closed in on for a loss.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
3rd and goal. Here's Nix. And he will score. It's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos make it a 3-possession game. It's a Bo Nix touchdown. His 3rd total score in this game.
Okay, we talked to enough coaches over the years, and find me a good red zone offense, and typically you'll find me a good, creative quarterback. One that can extend a play, use his legs as effectively as he can his arms.
49ers 20.
unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. This return starts at the 5. He's brought down just inside the 25. The 49ers returning their offense, and this running back to the field. And the turnovers have not helped as they find this game out of reach at the moment here in the third. Throwing now on first down, Stafford. He's loaded another one up. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done, incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Talanoa Hufanga makes the play. And the Broncos will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Got it off that interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's first and goal. Mix off the play action. Complete. It's Ingram.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz when he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Dobbins. Powering across for the touchdown. The Broncos parlay the interception into points. J.K. Dobbins with the touchdown. Those defensive coaches got to be hot, Brock. That was a touchdown that shouldn't have happened. That tackle should have ended it.
You try bringing down one of these NFL running backs in this case.
Okay, touche, partner.
They see that goal line. They smell that goal line. It is no sure thing to try to bring down one of those horses before they find pay dirt.
The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Starting from the 5. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. The 49ers back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. This has become must-score territory now every time out as they trail by a full 4 possessions in this second half. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Lady, stop.
Stafford from the gun. Hits him on the out route. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel it in.
This quarterback, when you have an out route versus man coverage, you're just hoping and just praying your offensive guy to turn the hips of that defender. And once you see that, you got to cut it loose and let it go, just as they did right there.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A gain of 7. First down, 49ers.
Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's 49ers football as we near the end of what has been a largely one-sided game they'd like to forget. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Play action now for Stafford. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
Stafford's going to throw once more. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down. He just couldn't make the connection. There's 2nd and 10 now from the 36. Trying the right side. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Now Stafford to throw. Finding McCaffrey with the dump off. And he can't finish it off in the end zone, but a great effort. Out of bounds all the way down at the 5. It appears all that prep work and studying that you quarterbacks love to do in the build-up to the game, Brock, it has certainly paid off. This guy has picked apart this defense much of the contest.
This is one of those games you appreciate. There's going to be peaks, there's going to be valleys, there's going to be mountaintops. Just like pitchers don't have all their stuff every time out, well, when you do...
And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And it's step one towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. Second and goal coming up.
Second down and goal.
Shotgun snap to Stafford. And he will score. It's a San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers putting up points in a game decided. Ricky Pearsall with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. How quickly things can change, partner. The pain for being taken down that prior play. Yeah, I imagine that's gone and forgotten now, and it's been replaced by the adrenaline from finding the end zone there.
Yeah, that defense could have certainly used the pass rush from the previous play because that quarterback had plenty of time to scan the field and make a throw. He gets an immediate measure of revenge for that sack.
That one splits the uprights. And the 49ers trail by 22 now.
Pinheiro sets the kickoff.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. This return starts at the 5. Escapes a defender. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. The Broncos running their offense out once again. With touchdowns on their last 2 drives, Brock. They're playing some of their best offense here. Could they try for 3 in a row despite the lead? Let's find out. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Send a pretty clear message to the QB right there on that one. No one fooled for a second as they create the tackle for loss.
18-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Nix. Finds him over the middle. Galloping inside the 40. All the way. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos put up even more points in a win. That score was less about the throw, although it was good, partner, but it was more about getting it to somebody who knew exactly what to do with it.
Okay, it's a good thing the touchdown shows up on both their stat sheets because sometimes it's quarterback who delivers. And sometimes it's the effort after the catch that really makes the magic happen.
That one right down the middle. And the Broncos grow their lead yet again.
Broncos 56, 49ers 27.
The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Fielded at the 7. He's got a lane up past the 30. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down. Now out comes the San Francisco offense. And the turnovers, Brock, a big reason they have played themselves out of this one. Hopefully they can keep it clean here, if nothing else.
Yeah, well, this drive isn't pertinent to this game maybe anymore, Kate. This drive is for next week. They just want something positive here to end the game and carry forward into the practices ahead.
Clean breakup on that throw. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
Stafford to throw again on second. Dumps it off to his running back. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
On first down, here's Stafford. The Broncos get to him here. He's brought down. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of second down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks. Well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Trying again, following the sack. Completed over the middle. nice game here, but it stopped short of the first. Broncos bringing out an extra DB. Third down coming up. Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. Desperation time here. And he had it for a second, but unable to hang on. And the possession literally slipped through their fingers as they turn it over on downs. The Broncos are ready to go. And we'll get a look at receiver Marvin Mims. They're going to win this game, but with touchdowns on 3 straight drives, Brock, they're probably going to want to keep that streak going. And he's able to get it past midfield and down on the 49er side. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Staying on the ground here with Harvey. Great run here. He's across the 35. And he's taken down just in time at the 2. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Broncos nearing their first win of the season. Just need 2 more yards that they couldn't get on that last play. Here's 1st and goal. Harvey is across the line for the Denver touchdown. The Broncos keep running away with this. Ooh, baby, Brock, this one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos continue piling on to this lead. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Returning it from the 4. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The San Francisco offense headed out to take over. And they'll get one final chance in a game that, to put it mildly, Brock, has been a bit of a miserable experience for them. San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. Throwing now, Stafford. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Keeping that pace going as the clock continues to run.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 34-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 2. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. To throw, Stafford. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
1st down throw here for Stafford. Buys time, rolling right. And he'll go down here, comes up nicely after a gain of 7.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing, and at least move them forward.
And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
And the 49er 1st down.
Stafford. He goes right back to Samuel. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. They're working quickly here. 2nd and 3. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Drive has gone 8 plays now as they face 3rd and 3. Stafford throwing again. Short pass brought in. Taken down right along the 30. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. So that's their 1st. 1st and 10 now from the 30. It's Stafford once more. He's got it in the red zone. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
A gain of 14. First down, 49ers.
Now Stafford again. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And now they face second down. On the play fake, here's Stafford. And down he goes. The Broncos got there. The outcome's decided here, but we've got a timeout and 2 seconds on the clock so they can think it over before their final play. Here he goes, one final shot. Has it at the 7. Looks great initially, but he is short on that first down marker. They rallied to him in time to force the fourth down. So it's a win for the Broncos. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Broncos enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner, Brock Heward, and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos are winners, as we'll see you next time from Denver.